Hey, I'm Blair, and
this is Kitty, and that's Gwen.
Yeah, I mean, it mutes us during the intro.
Sorry.
Yeah. You fool.
I talked during the intro twice now.
You absolute fool.
I'm an absolute mad lad.
All right.
That is me.
So, in between recording sessions, we talked about how Kitty has no impulse control.
Oh, yeah. So, I swear to God I'm good at this game. I swear. I know what I'm doing. I hope I've conveyed that. And I will look at, like, what is happening, and I will be like, oh, that's a flying type in against a psychic type. Oh, the psychic type just used confusion. I should probably switch out, and then I don't switch out. Mm-hmm. So we were talking about how it's listen, people aren't dying because I'm bad at it. Uh-huh. People are dying because I have poor impulse control.
Of course, yeah.
You're a loose cannon.
Yes, yes.
A loose cannon. All right.
I control my pets poorly.
Yeah.
Not that I don't control them. It's that I tell them to do bad shit, and then they do it.
They're loyal to a fault.
Yeah, it's their fault, not mine. Yeah, they should know.
They should know better, yeah. Like, are you really training them if they don't learn to, like, call you out on your bullshit?
Yeah. This student, becomes more of a master than the master, however the quote goes. That's not how that quote goes.
Have you seen, by chance, the, new episode of Clone Wars?
I have.
Ooh.
Okay, so Blair and I have very different... Well, not really different. So we don't really disagree. We just...
Clone Wars is pretty good.
Do you want me to disagree just so it's interesting?
No.
We've had...
I have Star Wars hot takes.
Oh, we're well aware.
We don't want to talk about your Star Wars hot takes. They're not good. You have bad hot takes. Except for your Sonic hot take, which is amazing.
So I love the Clone Wars, and part of why I love the Clone Wars, a lot of it is the animation, and the way that the characters interact with each other. Not necessarily and the characters themselves, not really the character arcs. I think Ahsoka is one of the few characters who has an arc. Anakin's arc is developed, but he's in this weird place. Spoilers for the Clone Wars. He's in this weird place, like whatever, right? But we're talking about it. We're talking about a show that had a 7-year hiatus or something,
and anyway, also ties directly into the end of like a movie series that like has already concluded.
Okay, so that was a dumb comment. My point is, like the characters have really interesting, like they go through really interesting lore developments. Mm-hmm. Obi-Wan, the Clone Wars, the Clone Wars made him, that relationship between him, and
Sabine.
He and this Mandalorian queen, Duchess, excuse me, have this like thing where they were, when Obi-Wan was younger, he was assigned with like Qui-Gon, I think, or something. He was like protecting Sabine, and it's implied that they had like a romantic relationship, and they still have these feelings, and but
they can't let themselves.
Right? It's this parallel to Anakin having feelings for Padme, but then like falling, I'm putting quotation marks here, falling from the Jedi's code, and then Obi-Wan having the same experience but living up to the Jedi code.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think it's a great show because of shit like that. I think it's a great show because of the lore that it adds, and I think it's a great show because it looks cool. Yeah. Things that I like from Star Wars.
Yeah. I mean, I think for us, only one episode has come out.
It looks absolutely gorgeous. It does. It looks so much better.
Yeah,
the lighting is. Oh my god! I'm sorry. We haven't been able to talk about this yet.
Yeah,
so.
I felt that the best looking arc of the previous seasons was the what I colloquially call Ahsoka Alone. Mm-hmm. Right? It's where she's off in like the gutters of Coruscant, like trying to prove her own innocence to the Jedi Order. Right? Those episodes look beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like that all the time.
Yeah.
In this.
Yeah.
This this first episode. So the Bad Batch are gonna die though, right? Like probably.
Yeah. I don't. So for those who don't know, the Clone Wars, as a show, tends to plot its episodes. Oops, completely forgot. We're distracting me. This is how people die.
Oh, sorry.
So the Clone Wars plots its episodes basically saying, like, we have this set number of episodes in this season.
Yeah.
And we have a set number of stories that we want to tell. And most of those stories, I don't think there is...
Wow, that slowed down.
I don't think there is ever a Clone Wars arc that is one episode.
Yeah.
I can't think of one.
But they still, like...
It's like two to, like...
Oof, ow,
Yeah.
Pritchard.
Listen, I might actually just run from this and have this conversation. So basically, each arc is like a series of episodes, and each episode, like within the arc, has this like overarching goal, right, for the arc. But
It's still episodic.
it's episodic
Generally.
right. Like there are generally, right, for the most part, you can jump into the middle of an arc and still enjoy that episode for what it is.
Yeah.
But if you watch the arc in its entirety, you get something bigger out of its collective whole.
Yeah.
And
this first episode, was basically, let's introduce this new lore concept of
Right.
the Bad Batch, which is like a group of clones that have been heavily mutated, right, to be like interesting and skilled in new and unique ways.
there's a smart one,
Yeah.
a sniper, a
big
commander,
boy.
and a big boy.
Yeah,
and
big
that
boy.
is the crew.
Yeah. And so this was very much about introducing them, showing them be badasses,
Yeah.
and using them as like a way to, like, the conflict was, hey, what's his name? The main guy.
Rex.
Rex is like, my tactics aren't working. It seems that, like, they are guessing all my moves. So they bring in the Bad Batch, and the Bad Batch's tactics are way different.
Yeah.
And so they are able to succeed because the robots aren't expecting it.
Right.
But the Bad Batch are gonna die.
Yeah, so
Right,
so
like-
the reason I bring up the way that it plots it is because you can guess, because as much as I love the Clone Wars, I clearly love the Clone Wars. I stopped playing the game to talk about the Clone Wars. There is a lot of filler. A lot of really cool, badass action scene filler.
Yeah.
And filler nonetheless. And so you can tell, at least if you know the tropes of the show, pretty early on what this episode is going to look like. And in this first episode, I guess genuine spoilers at this point, 'cause I'm about to describe a large part of it, but they basically get shot down. They're like traveling from one place to another, and they get shot down. And at that point, I was like, "Oh, okay, this episode's going to be about how."
Well, they didn't die in that episode.
No, they didn't. But the episode is going to be about how they get from point A to where they were going.
Yeah.
Right. It's just going to be harder, right? And that's going to be like the chunk of the episode. And so,
Well, they got the data. Yeah.
right. And so, like, and you have this like overarching commander, right? That's like directing
Trench.
things in the background, who's gonna show up in the 4th episode of the arc.
Hopefully, Trench dies. That would be cool.
Yeah, I that would be cool. I liked that they faked his. I thought he was a really interesting character, and because his episode was
The first, like, chronologically, his
that's
episodes
complicated.
his episodes are the first part of the Clone Wars.
Yeah,
Chronology is messed up in this for no good reason, but yes, chronologically, it's the very beginning. And so it makes sense for him to fail here in the final season and get taken out.
yeah,
That feels good.
yeah, that feels good, and he's of the generic like cool looking commander characters. He was one of the most interesting in my humble opinion.
He's good at his job.
Yeah,
which is interesting.
yeah, rather than just being like here's just a separatist, like probably a politician or like an a business person who's just put in a military position, which most of them are, right? Like canonically.
Yes, some kind of shitty racist stereotype.
Right.
Right.
Right. An Australian shark for some reason. That was cool though. Remember that the water episode?
That's less bad than like the like,
bug-eyed Asians.
Yeah, the bug-eyed Asians and like the big-nosed aliens who run the bank.
Oh yeah.
Wonder who they're supposed to be. Thanks, Lucas.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should interrupt you to say this, but Bernie did win Nevada. So...
Bernie won Nevada?
Yeah.
Well, are all the...
He's projected to win by like major news.
He's projected, but that doesn't mean he
that
won.
That basically means he won. Yes, it does. Okay. When major news outlets projected.
You didn't heal.
Who knows?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why we had ran. Yeah. So good. I'm enjoying it so far. It feels Clone Wars, right? Like
yeah.
I'm not giving it shit for including the filler. I think the filler is cool. Because it looks cool.
Yeah.
And
no, just heal with the person.
Right. Sorry.
Oh my,
the Clone Wars. Do you wanna play? Do you wanna run
Absolutely not.
Karen? No.
Okay. So, anyways, basic gist: Clone Wars is good.
Clone Wars good.
The first episode's pretty good.
Bernie won.
Bernie won.
Bernie won. Yay.
It is.
Wait, why did I say that sarcastically? Yay.
Yeah. It is. Weirdly, it does have a lot of similarities to the first episode of the first season. Do you remember the one with Yoda? Like, not like it's not super similar, but in terms of like the structure, it's like a small band of like soldiers like facing off against.
Yeah, but that's just
overwhelming
Clone
odds.
Wars.
That's fair.
I mean, the Yoda one was more about, like, look how cool Yoda is.
Yeah.
Look how fun he is.
Yeah.
He's not a representation of, like, the bygone shitty era of the Jedi and their failings, right?
Yeah.
That's definitely not what he represents.
Yeah.
He definitely didn't want to lie to Luke so that Luke would kill his own father. That's definitely not his entire motive in the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Anyway, Clone Wars good, like we said.
Yeah.
Watch it.
God, Stugly's at level, what, 16?
Yeah, Stugly's gotten up there.
Nice.
Now that I don't have to focus on the fucking... It's not that I don't have to, right? It's that I can't.
You can focus
I can't focus on... I was focusing Sheldon, who was behind. But... Sheldon's fucking gone.
Sheldon!
There's no XP share in that game, is there?
There is no XP share.
There is, but it's the shitty, like, only one Pokemon can get it. XP
are you
share.
gonna use it? Is that, like, acceptable?
Yeah.
Okay.
If
Sure.
I remember where it is, I think it is.
I think you get it part of the main game. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played that.
I love the idea of us, like, skipping through a bunch of dialogue because it's boring and we hate it, and, like, ending up just getting the XP share and just not realizing it. And just like,
oh my god, that'd be
again.
so good, yeah. I don't know, because a lot of the earlier games did not give it to you through the plot, but a lot of the later games did, and now with like Sword and Shield, it's just built in.
Yeah.
I think it's Sun and Moon too.
Yeah. Sun and Moon, it's not built in, but once you get it, you can like toggle it on and off, so it's basically built in.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to hear my like my fun new JRPG hot take?
Yeah, what's up?
So.
Don't break down. This is gonna make me mad.
My JRPG hot take is that so back in the olden days of the 80s, right? When like the first games, like the first not handheld, like home console games were being produced, there was like games were expensive, and they wanted you. I'm sorry, I'm losing my brain.
No
it's
worries.
been a long day.
Yeah.
So before video game consoles, arcades were the way people designed games for the arcades, which meant they were very hard, because if you like died, you would have to give them more money.
Right.
Right. And they kept that in like home console games, right, for a while, and like that's why a lot of old games are difficult. And the difficulty of that did extend the timeline for these games, which were like $60 back then sometimes, right? Which is much more now. Right? That was the 80s.
Right.
Right? And then, like... So, playtime was very important, right? How long your game was how much entertainment you would be getting for all of that money, right? So one way to do that was difficulty, but eventually, if you knew what you were doing, you could complete those games in like a couple hours. Right? Like, you can... People have probably already seen the Sequelitis episode, Ego Raptor's Sequelitis, about Castlevania, right? How the first Castlevania was very hard, but could be beaten in like 5 hours. And then the second one was more of an RPG where you had to grind, and so it was much longer, like tens of hours. Right? So this is my hot take. JRPGs, you do not get better at playing JRPGs. You invest time into making the game easier.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, so the mechanics of JRPGs is play the game for a long time so that you can continue to play the game, so you can continue to, and then play the game for a long time, you can continue to play the game, right? It is designed for long experiences.
I don't think that's a super hot take. I think that makes sense. Like,
I am wounded.
I don't think it's a hot take either.
Destroy me.
Roast me, father.
I have sinned.
I mean...
I have called a take hot in vain.
You
nail me to this cross so all may see my failure.
Lord, why have you forsaken me?
Oh my god. Virus me, daddy.
I forgot. I wrote that forever ago, hoping you would notice.
No, I didn't.
I think that's when you were like in the whatever the game we played was. You were like, "Don't download that. That's gonna be a virus." So I wrote that down in protest, and you never looked at it.
Yeah. Okay. We're playing a different game.
Gotcha.
That one is also lost.
Yeah, that is also a lost episode, and we're not re-recording it. So it's lost forever. Congratulations.
It's not my fault.
Yeah.
Probably.
What are you gonna talk about during your Phoenix Wright playthrough now that you've performed the Sonic podcast on this playthrough?
Oh, we're just gonna do funny voices again.
Yeah.
Oh, valid.
The voices just get progressively sillier and sillier the more times we record it.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
I love
can't
that.
wait to get to the second episode again. That's when I really start to take off.
I love how you've done this enough times that you know what your own acting patterns are gonna look like.
Now wait, do you mean the second?
The second
you mean the
episode.
second? Okay.
The actual second. Well, literally the second episode too, because it only takes us like one episode to get to the shorter.
Well, it depends on how long the episodes are.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Can we just speedrun this one?
If we do
Phoenix Wright speedrun.
If we do hour-long episodes, which we were considering doing hour-long episodes and releasing them every other week, or we will do half-hour-long episodes, release them weekly.
What if? Okay, I offer you a compromise. So we'll read the dialogue, but we won't read Phoenix's lines.
Absolutely not. Here's what we do. We do the whole. We have the first episode be the whole first in-game episode. So the first episode's an hour long, and then all subsequent episodes are 30 minutes.
Okay, fine, acceptable.
Okay. And by the way, I'm sure this has already happened by the time this episode comes out. So I love the idea of people hearing us figure out the logistics of this weeks after it's already happened.
Oh my god.
Pre-recording is wild, y'all.
Yeah. How many... I mean, I don't even know the numbers exactly. I know episode 5 just dropped as we're recording this. Of this playthrough, episode 5 just dropped, and this is episode...
Hold on. I think we have 11 episodes scheduled currently, and this is the third episode of this recording session.
So this would be episode
12,
19?
14.
14 total.
Total, yeah.
Okay.
8 weeks in the future.
Oh my god. Yeah. Because this comes out every other week or every week?
This comes out every week. Every Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got mine in my inbox today.
Yeah. I tweeted about it in the morning. I tweet.
Who looks at your tweets?
No one.
Not me.
Like maybe 9 people.
I see sometimes when I get a notification for them. That counts, right? I'm supportive. I'm a supportive friend.
Yeah. You support your own creations.
I do. Listen, I'm being attacked right now. I was going to say in my own home, but that's not true.
By a dirty bird.
By a dirty bird.
Oh my god. So how are we, this bird's level 17?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. It was a crit. That makes sense. Yeah. So I'm thinking... Because
do we have to go through the cave to get to the next town?
No.
The cave's just like a dead end.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
poor Sheldon.
we have this. Yeah, I know. Oh my god. So we have this, and the city is next. But what we can do is we can go past the city into the next area and catch something once we've done the story bullshit in the city, whatever that is. And and we can catch something there. We might even be able to split the training in half, just to make it so that it's not like 5 whole episodes of grinding. It's like 3 episodes, then some story shit, and then 2 more of grinding.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So, what I'm probably gonna do is try and get Stugly up to 18. The others up a few levels, and then we'll go, because the other area I'm talking about has higher level Pokemon.
Of course.
So it'll just be easier to grind there. And then I want everyone, I will settle for 19. I would like 20.
Yeah. For the
level. Yeah.
For the gym.
Yeah.
All right. I'm wondering if we should like consider going to the town now. But like the episode is like coming to an end. We're in like the 20-minute territory of my timer, so it might not be worth it.
Yeah.
But like if we wait another week for us to like get to story, I am
let's
absolutely
start.
gonna forget how these voices work.
Yeah. Okay. We can start next episode doing story shit. That's cool.
Okay.
I just love planning this on mic.
There's nothing bad with that.
There's nothing bad about that. It's just not
setup for the next episode.
Yes.
People are like, oh, they're finally gonna progress.
We're teasing the next episode. Yeah, that's Grinding isn't terrible if
there's engaging
conversation. Which
hey, down in the comments, tell us if we're engaging or not.
Yeah, I think these are going to turn out to be some of the best episodes we've done.
Really?
At least hearing it, I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
I know
my back hurt.
Your back hurts?
My back hurt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's my own damn fault.
It was these bullshit chairs.
Yeah, these chairs suck. I need to get like professional gaming chairs in here.
I just had a thought.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
Be gone, thoughts.
Well,
no, talk.
In my very small cavern in my head,
Yes.
I had an inkling of an idea.
Yes.
What if you edit the video of us descending into madness, yes, and then you edit it further down into 1 minute and you post it as a TikTok, and then that way, because TikTok is much better about generating viewership than YouTube is. It's much better about getting like just natural.
Are you saying that I should like create clip shows of our best moments
Yes,
on OCTOMAGIC
absolutely.
and post it to TikTok?
That's way more likely to generate views because TikTok's audience is like the same demographic as us, right? So
there are a lot of nerds on that
not
platform.
only there are a lot of gay nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of gay nerds and also like young people, which is kind of the target demographic of most YouTube Let's Plays, right? Like 30-minute Let's Play videos are for
people with time to watch.
teenagers.
Yeah, 40-minute, 30-minute.
People who go to high school and middle school who
Yeah.
enjoy watching people play video games,
Right.
right? And have the time to do so.
Right.
And aren't crazy like us and somehow make time to watch like hour-long video essays instead.
Yeah.
Right?
Just you. I just don't do anything else.
That's fair. I do so much work.
Yeah.
I identify as Princess Carolyn from BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
So yeah, do that. Make TikTok clip shows.
I absolutely won't. It's too much work.
Fine. Can I do them? Like I'm not great at editing, but
Sure. If you want to make, yes, I will create an OCTOMAGIC TikTok account.
And
Okay.
give it to
You will run it.
okay, fine. I'll run it. You do also have to give me the files somewhere.
I will. Yeah, I'll give you the files.
This is really behind the scenes.
Yeah, this is
business
some
episode.
this is the contract just happened. Live on air, folks.
This is how all of our discussions happen.
What? On air?
No, just like this. We're giving the viewers a chance to like see the behind the scenes. How
Right.
Yeah.
We
We
argue
don't
about what
need
we're gonna do.
we don't need a separate behind the scenes series when you can just listen to the main one.
Yeah. Who needs behind the scenes with legs like these?
Who needs behind the scenes when the scenes are behind?
I do want you to edit the Descent into Madness one. I'll do the other one.
But
No, of course I'll do that.
Blair, your laptop fan is
Well, I can't hear it. I have headphones on.
it was going a little wild there for some reason.
Oh, I mean, a lot's happening right
It's stopped.
We should probably end the episode
Yeah.
because we're going good. So okay, I have to get to the keyboard. Thank y'all for watching. Stay sexy, my baby girls.
Okay.
We're
Maybe
progressing
you wanna
next
rephrase that. Maybe you wanna
episode.
rephrase
No,
that.
we're not addressing that. We're not dignifying that with a response.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.